I say all of that to say this. I don't think it's in the best interest of Jon Jones to face Alex Pereira at this point. And I only say this because this is a different Jon Jones. People don't understand. Will we actually see Jon Jones fight Stipe Miocic at long last, or will we see Jon Jones go to jail? If you guys haven't heard by now, Jon Jones is facing jail time. So the Jon Jones that we've been waiting for to recover from the injury, he had the pectoral injury, waiting for the Stipe Miocic fight in November, basically fell apart. And we were looking forward to Jon Jones recovering in 10 months. But as you guys remember, I did say it's gonna look more like a year and a half. All of this is bad news for the UFC. Of course, Dana White. I did not hear Dana White, comment on this, but it's not gonna matter because he's probably gonna say something along the lines of Jon Jones is the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Something that has nothing to do with the situation at hand. Having said all of this, we already had a situation brewing where Stipe Miocic is going towards not fighting for over 4 years. And he's just been a firefighter. No one really wants to see him face Jon Jones anymore. We have Tom Aspinall, the interim champion, who literally has been shelved and now facing Curtis Blades, a fight that makes zero sense. And the whole situation is up. We also have Alex Pereira, who's on an all-time incredible run in the UFC, who also wants to try his hand at the heavyweight division and also wants to fight Jon Jones. However, Jon Jones, like I said, is not available at the moment, facing jail time. We don't know if he's gonna fight Stipe Miocic. We don't know when he's gonna be stripped of the belt, if he's even gonna be stripped of the belt. So the entire heavyweight division is being held up and logjammed by Jon Jones. And we've seen this before. We've seen him hold up the division at light heavyweight. And I mentioned this before, and it's changed since then. The amount of years that Jon Jones has wasted, whether it's run-ins with the law or, PEDs, all sorts of things. We're looking towards somewhere around 7 years. Think of how great Jon Jones already is. Think of his resume, and then think of how greater he could have been if he fought those 7 years instead of either sitting out, having run-ins with the law, or having PED failures. Let's talk about the landscape of the heavyweight division. I don't think I've said this yet because this is a new topic at hand right now. Alex Pereira has put out that he is basically itching to fight Jon Jones. He wants the heavyweight championship. He wants to have a third belt. He is on an incredible all-time run in the UFC. Now, Jon Jones, if you guys can expect, as he does many times, just like he did with Francis Ngannou, basically told Alex Pereira that he has to get through Tom Aspinall first. Remember all of those prerequisites he had for Francis Ngannou? Oh, he has to get through this guy first. Oh, he has to prove himself. He's not that great. Until Francis Ngannou went to the PFL, and then Jon Jones had a lot to say. Then he comes out of retirement to face Cyril Gane. He sat out the entire time Francis Ngannou was at the top. And then as soon as he left, oh, here comes Jon Jones to face Cyril Gane. Well, just like then, Jon Jones now wants to have these prerequisites for Alex Pereira. Oh, he has to beat Tom Aspinall. Who knows? Maybe Alex Pereira faces Tom Aspinall and beats him, and Jon Jones will just have something else that he has to complete before facing him. I say all of that to say this. I don't think it's in the best interest of Jon Jones to face Alex Pereira at this point. And I only say this because this is a different Jon Jones. People don't understand this. Yes, he faced Cyril Gane and, choked him out. We saw it. He didn't take any damage, right? He faced a guy that literally was scared of him. Cyril Gane who is a cerebral striker, literally didn't throw any strikes. It was almost as if he was starstruck and couldn't believe he was in the octagon with Jon Jones. Not to mention, he also spent the entire fight week basically touring Las Vegas and playing video games while Jon Jones kept reiterating that he was getting ready for battle. Ciryl Gane was not the guy. Alex Pereira is a different beast. He has the focus of a champion. He's not starstruck. And the meteoric rise that he's been on, and the fact that he's able to put all of that aside with every fight, and you guys see the stare that he has walking in, and when he's in the octagon facing his opponent, it's different. And also, Jon Jones has not been the same since facing Alexander Gustafsson, the second fight. As you guys remember, the entire event got moved because Jon Jones failed a drug test. Picograms, if you guys recall. Jon Jones has not been the same. We saw him seemingly almost lose to Dominic Reyes. We saw him almost lose to Thiago Santos. Then he comes back and faces a scared and starstruck Ciryl Gane and beats him, even though he actually looked like he was stuck in mud. If you guys saw his movement, Jon Jones looked like he was carrying too much weight, and we didn't see much of it because Ciryl Gane was starstruck and couldn't throw any strikes. But I'm telling y'all right now, it's a different story with Alex Pereira. And Pereira is the best striker in the UFC right now. And that left hook, if it lands, will shut the lights off of Jon Jones. Not to mention, he can't really get near him because of all of the leg kicks. And listen, yes, Jon Jones can win the fight. Yes, if he gets him to the ground, it's a wrap. But every fight starts standing up. And for Jon Jones to take Alex Pereira down, he's going to have to eat some shots. And there's guys that you cannot risk eating shots from. You couldn't do it with Francis Ngannou, which is the reason why Jon Jones did not want to face Francis Ngannou. And you cannot do it with Alex Pereira. You can't just rush and try to go for a single leg and run into a flying knee, a left hook, a body kick. In my opinion, I believe whenever Alex Pereira decides to move up to heavyweight, he will be the heavyweight champion and make history as the first 3-division champion in UFC history. He's facing jail time, and let me tell you guys something, all right? He's gonna lose the case. All right, newsflash, he's gonna lose the case. The track record of Jon Jones will be there when this case starts. He's gonna lose the case. So how much jail time is he serving is basically the question. And with all of that and how the heavyweight division looks right now, by the time that Jon Jones comes back, who knows? Stipe Miocic has rode off into the sunset as a firefighter, and Alex Pereira is waiting for him if he decides to come back. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Peace.